What's going on, guys, and welcome back to the channel. We recently put out a video showing how FaZe Swag was somehow bigging up a lot of soft aimbot cheaters in his More Swag YouTube channel while he's spectating the world record gameplays whilst calling out rage hackers, right? This is something that seems to be occurring across the board of the top Warzone content creators and streamers. So in today's video, we're going to be discussing JGOD and how he does the exact same thing, only in the past he's taken it steps further to the point where he's actually got involved in trying to defend specific people as well. So if you do enjoy the video, guys, be sure to hit that thumbs up if you're new, subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos, and don't forget to follow me on Twitter at BadBoy Beaman. It's the best place for you guys to contact me about any streamers, no matter how big or small, if you believe they are cheating. Right, let's crack on with the video. I'm sure a lot of you guys will remember the fact that JGOD has come running to the defense of certain streamers in the past, one of those being Mutex, another one being Diaz Biffle, another one being Aiden, and the other being Z-Laner. We'll get into exactly how and why he defended them further into this video, but for now I want to showcase how his content looks very similar to what we saw on More Swag's YouTube channel. If you actually look on his channel and type the likes of Warzone top player or spectating Warzone pros, right? It's essentially him giving the other guys a little rub down to say, listen, I'm going to do a video on you, I get paid, you get promoted, you get paid, okay? How the #1 player plays Warzone, how the #1 console player has a 5.5 KD, how the #1 player wins 60% of the time. #1 player, #1 player, #1 player, right? How many of these guys are sus? How many of these guys are in that top group of streamers who we talk about protecting each other? Well, it would appear that it's just content at this point for JGOD, and that's fine and understandable because spectating content is massive at the moment, which we did mention in the FaZe Swag video. But when it comes to them spectating somebody who has suspicious gameplay, they never seem to mention it. I've actually seen JGOD talking about certain plays, certain games, world record games, top player games, and so on, where he's discussing their movements, and whilst he's discussing it, the movement, the plays, the style, the shots, the aim, everything like that, it almost sounds like he's trying to make excuses for what we are seeing. And even in the moments where you would look at that and say, how did he know he was there? Why did his aim snap like that? JGOD blanks it throughout the videos. You can go and check out multiple of his videos and you will see exactly what I mean. And these types of videos on JGOD's channel date back all the way to Verdansk as well, where he was spectating the top players back then. So now we've got this out the way and we can see that JGOD's putting out similar style content to what Swag does on his More Swag YouTube channel. We're going to show you now the times where JGOD decided to try and protect and defend certain streamers who've been accused and questioned of their gameplay. I'm sure a lot of you guys will have seen moments of JGOD defending streamers in my videos. But first of all, I want to talk about the fact that JGOD was one of the first content creators to speak out stating that there was no whitelist for Call of Duty players. There was no whitelist, no protected list, and so on. And remember, guys, further down the line, after we pushed the issue further, it come out that there was in fact a whitelist, and then in the video that JGOD put out about the whitelist, he stated it wasn't what we thought. So remember that, guys, they're willing to push a narrative to fit their own agenda. Now, although we do have multiple videos on this channel that I want to show you that are related to JGOD defending streamers, I also want to go ahead and show you the first moments that I realised JGOD was willing to go above and beyond to protect a streamer who was being accused of cheating in some way or being questioned of their gameplay. And it was actually down to one of the very first response videos from Z-Laner to me. And I'm going to go and show you exactly how JGOD went about it to help Z-Laner try and worm his way out of a situation. And this is the moment right here. This is from one of Z-Laner's accusation response videos. It was the part 2 video, a 3905. I will link his video in the description below, guys, so you can go and check it out. But JGOD right here on Twitter literally made a video, went out of his way alongside somebody called Snake Eyes to try and disprove a clip from one of my videos. So JGOD come to the defense of Z-Laner, and this was the moment I realized that JGOD was in fact involved with these streamers in the sense that he was willing to protect them on moments that didn't need protecting, by the way. So he's gone out of his way in this clip to demonstrate that aim assist can work through the top here on twins, and that's fine, because what I was actually pointing out in this video wasn't anything that actually occurred. It was the fact that Z-Laner said my aim lock, my aimbot, my freaking aim assist got locked through the guy on that wall. Those were his words. But rather than people focusing on the fact of what actually come out of Z-Laner's mouth like a Freudian slip, him claiming about aim lock and aimbot before saying aim assist, JGOD came to the rescue with this clip. So let's play this through now. This is actually on Z-Laner's video, and you can go and check it out like I said before.
So guys, I'm just jumping in here for a quick second. A huge shout out goes out to JGOD and Snake Eyes for showing this clip that I'm about to show, or going and demonstrating exactly what I was talking about here in the video with the lock through the wall that I was talking about in this clip. He's, as I said, again, BadBoy Beaman having another example of him not having knowledge of the game, showing that, and not just doing that, but manipulating clips. So cutting it back, not showing the foot coming through, not showing the gun coming through, and not showing that I actually am, when he says I'm getting lock and I say I'm getting lock, he thinks it's aimbot. Of course he's going to say it's aimbot. And if it was only that this guy was actually didn't have a lot of knowledge on the game and was making these accusations, I would actually have some sort of sympathy. But it's the fact that he goes as far to cut the clips down, as we've shown many times in the video, manipulate the clips, and then make it look like it, and then slow it down and show different shots afterwards that don't even look sus. It's mind-boggling. Anyway, shouts out to JGOD. Shouts out to Snake Eyes as well for putting the clip out there. And yeah, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Okay, so back and forth. Yeah, so let me see. Oh, there you go. Oh, look, right where you were before?
Yeah, coming back.
I saw your gun through it. Look, right here. Just stand right there. Oh, back up. Okay, right there. And then what I'm going to do is put my sensitivity really high.
Yeah.
Just so it's obvious.
Yeah.
So there's a clear example of JGOD coming to the defense of a streamer, when in fact the moment that was actually in question that was surrounding him actually getting aim assist through that roof was nothing to do with him getting aim assist through that roof, but more concentrated on the fact that what he said after it was my aim lock, my aim bot, my freaking aim assist. So whilst in the video of Z-Laner's accusation part 2 where he's trying to claim that I falsely cut clips down to try and make out like he'd locked through the wall and claimed that to be aimbot, no. The focus was in fact that Z-Laner himself said aim lock and aim bot before saying aim assist. So all of this came out with JGOD coming to the defense, doing a demonstration of how aim assist does work through the wall and through the ceiling at that moment in time. It was irrelevant. So that again put JGOD in a position where he defended a streamer on something that didn't need defending. So now we've got that one out the way, that was the moment I realised that JGOD, as humble as he may seem and as good as he is with his builds and his metas and all those types of videos, he is just like the rest of them. He's willing to protect them to protect himself. We saw it in that clip, the fact that he jumped out of his way to go and do a video to somehow debunk something that didn't need debunking at the time to protect Z-Laner, and somehow give Z-Laner a get out of jail free card to somehow never actually have to address the fact that he himself said aim lock, aim bot, aim assist. So now we've got that out the way, let's talk about the fact that JGOD was caught lying or with poor research when it came to trying to defend Aiden. Aiden had something that appeared to be a permanent UAV on show. I did my research on this video. I thoroughly searched the internet for any news articles or any posts on Twitter or any other social media platforms to state that there was a bug within the game around the time that this happened to Aiden, where everybody shows up on your map as if you've got a permanent UAV. But there was nothing at that time. However, JGOD decided to come to the defense of Aiden after I put a video out showing how similar it was to what you can actually get as a permanent UAV as a third-party software that runs over your game. I compared it and it did look extremely similar. However, JGOD come to the defense with a lot of information that was completely wrong from articles that were dated a year prior to the incident occurring, and they were completely off topic as well. They were talking about something completely different. Let's show you some of the parts that we actually put in the original video 6 months ago on this channel. What we've done, we've come over to Twitter and found the original tweet from JGOD about the situation where he tried to defend Aiden straight away. And instead of actually putting out any information within the tweet, he simply just tried to shut it down. A lot of comments asking about a clip of Aiden from 4 months ago where he has a killcam UAV bug because he thinks he slipped up and showed his cheats. Almost as if people didn't ever play the game to experience such bugs. Well, unfortunately, at that moment in time, there was absolutely nobody who had experienced that bug who was vocal about it online. There was no news articles about that specific bug around the time of it happening to Aiden either. But that didn't stop JGOD trying to defend Aiden by completely dismissing anybody who ever talks about it as if you've never experienced such bugs. Of course, there are bugs in the game and they've gotten worse after every single update and every season. But that is besides the point. The fact that JGOD just come straight to the defense and put out a clip and actually spoke over it, which we will play through for you in a second, it just shows again that he's willing to jump to the defense of these guys without knowing anything about what's actually occurred. And everything he put out at this point in time was completely false information in relation to what happened in Aiden's clip. Now we're going to run the clip through that he shared alongside that tweet and you'll get to hear exactly how JGOD broke it down. Not only is he saying that people are being brainwashed by the fact that they're questioning a top streamer's gameplay, when something shows up the way in which it did in Aiden's, of course you should question it. And that's what we said originally 6 months ago in the video. But let's play this through now.
So I was getting a bunch of YouTube comments of people telling me, did I see the Aiden permanent UAV bug? Wall hacks, cheats, permanent UAV with radar? Yeah, a lot of people commented that. It's like, man, people can be brainwashed so easily. This is a basic standard clip. Unfortunately, this clip is from April, and for Twitch partners, you usually only get to keep your VODs for 2 months. So conveniently, we can't go back in and hear that someone called in an advanced UAV and then they had the kill cam bug. So around that time on April 8th, it looks like this article was posted.
And that's the part I want to really concentrate on. This is where the false information started to come in. Everything from this point that he references as being related to that bug is completely false information, which we did break down in a video, and we will show you the clips of that shortly.
There was a recon glitch where if somebody had done like 7 recons and you pull up the mini map during that kill cam animation before it actually causes you to spectate a teammate, you could see those future recons. It's inherently an engine issue at that time because even Call of Duty pros during the CDL, you could actually look at the mini map during the kill cam and you could see where all of the enemy players were, and then they went in, they fixed it. Obviously that's why this clip is from so long ago. And it's
so that's 2 points there that I want to focus on. First one is the date here, July 26, 2020, which he's referencing as being a part of this glitch. And then if we go further back to the article at the top, April 8th, 2 completely different months. One was 2020 as well, and this one is 2021. So almost a year apart, but for some reason he decided to reference both of them in his video. And what actually unfolded after this was even more shocking for the fact that JGOD, somebody who put so much research into his meta builds and his videos and so on, somehow managed to not be able to cross-reference when this was actually originally posted. If you don't know, when an article like this is updated by any means, the date of the article will change. So this actually wasn't posted April 8th. It was posted much earlier. He also goes on now to confirm the date of the clip from Aiden.
From so long ago. And it's pretty easy to confirm the date of the clip. All you do is got to look at this number at the bottom and you just plug that into a COD tracker and you can see this is the guy who ends up killing. If we look up Aiden, boom, there it is. Aiden Lucky Chamu. And you can see this date of this match is from April 8th. Coincidentally, right? So you can take the tin.
So the way in which he's decided to go about this is referencing the date of the game that's being played, which is April 8th, 2021. But the map bug where it was showing everybody on the map in the CDL that he referenced was from 2020. And not just that, but the article that he referenced that was actually from April 8th, 2021 was not actually from April 8th, 2021. And we'll show you that now. But before we actually show you that, I want to show you how JGOD decided to end his video. The way in which he decided to insult the community by calling us tinfoil hat wearers. Hence why we now actually have tinfoil hats for sale in the merch store, which is linked in the description below. Thanks for the promo, JGOD.
Right, so you can take the tinfoil hat off. It's okay, it was just a bug.
What I'm going to do now, guys, I'm actually going to just replay what we put out in the original video. I explain it very well in that video, so I'm going to run that through for you now for this recon glitch. But for some reason, it feels like it happened a lot longer ago. It doesn't feel like it was this year. But the recon glitch only shows the next circle. It doesn't specify anything within this article about a UAV having the same issue. It doesn't. And even if that was the issue, a UAV only shows a certain amount of distance around the enemy or the player who has the UAV active. So it wouldn't show every player on the whole map. And you'd think if it was actually a UAV bug where they were using an advanced UAV, it would show up as an advanced UAV. Bringing it back to the point, this article that he's used as reference isn't anything related to a UAV bug. It is only specific to the recon bug. Like I've said, I remember this glitch happening. But for some reason, I don't remember it happening since the Cold War integration of Warzone. So how long ago did this happen? This article is dated the 8th of April 2021. That doesn't seem right. So I decided to do a little bit of research about this recon glitch. Let's take a look at what we found. The article that JGOD showed on the Gfinity website was written by Chris Trout. So what I've done, I've clicked on the author's name. It's brought us across to recent articles. So we're going to scroll through all these articles now. This is pre-recorded, so I'm just going to hit play on this. And it's basically going to scroll through every single article Chris Trout has ever put onto the Gfinity website. Okay, so let's pause it here. This is the 8th of April 2021. Ballista Kanjo review. Is GTA and GTA Online going to be free? Fortnite Season 6. Where to collect Titanic artifacts. So they are the 4 articles that Chris Trout posted on the 8th of April 2021. Where is the article about the recon glitch? It's not there. So let's scroll a little bit further down. I'm going to say a little bit further down. We are talking almost a year down. Pause. That is the exact article on the exact website on gfinityesports.com. It's the same image. Call of Duty Warzone recon kill cam glitch allows you to see the next circle. 22nd of April 2020. We'll click on that now, open it up, and that is the article right there. But for some reason, the article date has changed on it. 8th of April 2021. How can that change? The article was originally published on the 22nd of April 2020. And for some reason, the article is stating the 8th of April. The 8th of April, which just so happens to be the exact day that Aiden had that UAV glitch on his game. Is that coincidental? So after showing that the date was somehow wrong on that article, we went through all the hyperlinks that were attached within the article, which were all dated back in 2020 as well. So this showed that the research that JGOD did to try and defend Aiden about what was apparent to be at the time what looked like a permanent UAV. He'd done no research whatsoever. The research he actually pulled up, the information he got was all false, all wrong, and he made himself look like a little bit of a clown, talking about people taking off the tinfoil hats because they were asking questions about whether or not it was a permanent UAV being used by Aiden. And all the information that JGOD put out was false. It was wrong, it wasn't researched correctly, and I showed in this video exactly how well I can research things to get to the bottom of it, right? So that's now 2 of these top streamers that JGOD's tried to defend and come out looking like a little bit of a shill after it. But that's not where it ends with JGOD. So in this video was JGOD explaining about somebody using aimbot while they're gliding in, demonstrating exactly what it can do and what it does do. But he goes into detail and showing people how it looks like when somebody has got full aimbot on. But it's while they're flying through the sky. He's talking about how even if you have aim assist and it's strong, it will not latch on to anybody. He does a full video explaining how aim assist cannot make your crosshair latch onto an enemy while you are falling or parachuting in. We used JGOD's example as a demonstration and then cross-referenced it with a Diaz Biffle clip where Diaz Biffle's aim completely locks onto an enemy as he's falling through the sky. Everything JGOD said within this video is probably right in the sense that he was right about how aimbot looks when it's locking onto people in the sky, and he was right in saying that your crosshair will not lock onto anybody just because of aim assist while you are parachuting in or falling through the sky. Unless the player is literally skin on skin with you, there is no way you will get aim assist drag or pull whatsoever. But after posting this video, there was absolute silence from JGOD. In a moment where you can clearly see Diaz Biffle's aim snap to an enemy as he's falling through the sky and his reaction after it, it was very blatant to me that that looked like aimbot. But JGOD did not want to speak out about this. And in this video as well, we actually showed the moment where Tommy, 100 Thieves Tommy, called out Metzi B. The same thing that happens in the clip with Diaz Biffle, and it's where the aim snaps to the player as they're falling through. For any of you guys who haven't seen this video, by the way, it's linked in the description below. I'm playing it free for you now.
Rafi, thank you so much for the fucking gifted, bro.
This is the moment of Diaz Biffle.
See it locked then? Did you see that then? It almost snaps onto this.
It snaps onto the first guy.
Now to where you can see where his aim snapped to this enemy. Then he readjusts it and shoots at the enemy above.
Is that true?
Oh, let's slow that down for you now.
Rafi, thank you so much for the.
In slow motion, it's much clearer.
You play naked, is that true? Oh, Rafi, thank
Watch it in
you so
zoomed
much
in
for
slow motion. Watch the crosshair, watch.
You play naked, is that true? Oh,
That was the moment right there where Diaz Biffle's aim locked onto an enemy that I don't think he actually intended on aiming at. I think he was going for the one above, but his crosshair locked onto the enemy below. And then after that, he readjusted his aim after reacting by saying like, oh shit. And everything we saw in the clip of Diaz Biffle here shows the exact thing that JGOD explained as being aimbot in use while somebody is parachuting in, right? But JGOD didn't want to speak out about this. Kept quiet. People were tagging him on social media about it. People asked him questions about it, and he did not answer. So sometimes the fact that they don't speak out is just as bad as them trying to speak out and defend them. This to me showed that JGOD was willing to defend Diaz Biffle by not saying anything on the matter. And the reason for that is because we put him in a position where if he was to have defended Diaz Biffle in this clip, he would have contradicted everything he stated to be aimbot and not aimbot in his own video that he put up. So in the past, when I've spoken about the top level content creators and Warzone streamers talking and protecting each other and how they are always talking behind closed doors about things, well, I think this really does show why. I don't think JGOD by any means is trying to look out for the people he's actually defending in these videos. I think he's looking to defend himself and his own content. The reason for that is simple. If he's doing spectating content where he's putting out spectating the top players in Warzone, as well as other means as well, and other content, but if that's one of his go-to contents, then I'm sure he's going to want to protect that. If he's put out videos in the past where he's talking about the best plays and he's breaking plays down and it turns out one of those guys is cheating, well, that's going to make him look bad, isn't it? But not just that, the fact that they discussed the whitelist as if it never existed, then changed his mind on that. And if you remember going even further back, JGOD was one of the people who stated the skill-based matchmaking did not have a place in Warzone. It did not have a place in Modern Warfare. He stated that it did not exist. And all of a sudden, we're all talking about skill-based matchmaking now. So that makes me wonder what was being hidden back then when they were all talking about the fact there was no skill-based matchmaking. Were they all using VPNs at that point to try and break the skill-based matchmaking? Were they all reverse boosting in other manners as well? It come out that a lot of content creators at that time were in fact reverse boosting in Cold War, Modern Warfare, and all the way back, including chain feeds, including K3, which is Korean Savage, including Swag, and many more. And now they're all being extremely vocal about the use of VPN as if it's normalized, because hey, skill-based matchmaking doesn't belong in the game. Well, these are the guys who were saying that it wasn't involved in the game in the first place, and they were the ones who were still being able to drop high kill games back in the day. Maybe not JGOD with the high kill games, but listen, these guys will all protect each other, and it's been shown here today that JGOD's willing to go above and beyond to try and protect someone, even if it means putting himself in a position where he's caught out to be a liar, where he's put out false information, and where he's trying to debunk something that doesn't need debunking. Well, there we have it, guys. The whole point of these videos is simply to unfold the reasoning behind why these guys would protect each other in some way. These guys are putting out content, spectating other guys' content who are within this top level circle that we discuss about them protecting each other in some manner. So in this video, we have not only showcased the fact that JGOD does spectating videos where he will spectate the top ranked players in the world, the #1 Brazilian player, #1 player with 45% win ratio and so on. And he's even gone out of his way personally to try and defend Mutex, Diaz Biffle, Z-Laner and Aiden in the past. So this shows that these guys are willing to stick together no matter what. And these top level Warzone content creators and streamers have actually spoken out in the past by joking and laughing about the fact that we say they protect each other at the top. What reasons have they got to protect each other? Well, if you take a look at a lot of JGOD's content, take a look at a lot of Swag's content, you will see that these guys pump out so much content each and every month that somehow involves other content creators. So if that content creator turns out to be a cheat, or somehow has a downfall, that's some less content for the person who's spectating them on their YouTube videos, right? So JGOD has proven to be protecting other top level streamers. He's also put out videos where he's spectating the top players in the world, but he's not willing to call out cheaters unless in fact it is rage hackers or somebody showing a cheat menu, which he has done in the past. But it is not the same as calling out somebody for some suspicious gameplay, and it's not the same as protecting somebody who had Cronus Pro on their desktop, and it's not the same as protecting somebody whose aim snapped while they were gliding in a manner which you stated in your own videos doesn't happen, right? And it's not the same as trying to protect Aiden with articles that are irrelevant to the topic and using things that are completely outdated from prior to the time that something actually occurred, which JGOD did as well. So there is a lot of things here that would drum up the fact that these guys do protect each other. It appears that they just want to protect themselves. By doing that, they have to protect each other. But that's just my opinion. If you did enjoy today's video, guys, be sure to hit that thumbs up if you're new. Subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss any future videos. If you want to support the channel further, hit that blue join button today and become a member of the Triple B fam. And don't forget to follow me on Twitter at BadBoy Beaman. Until next time, I'll catch you on the flip side. Peace!